Yeah, and that's kind of like why I'm building virtual reality movement-based sports games. Because as a kid, I didn't make a sports team. I just was not good enough. And then it was years later when I competed and won ESPN's Muscle Mania competition. And I see that millions of kids don't make teams now. And with organized sports, a lot of them are left out of any type of sport. And so that's why, and like Matt mentioned earlier, it is inclusive with VR and immersive technology. And so we've developed an MVP in basketball that's movement based. And again, using no buttons at all, just holding the hand controllers. So it's natural gameplay designed to play in the paint of a basketball game where you're defending against a trash talking avatar. So if you want to go to the next slide. So that's a little that's our avatar that we have right now, but it's all movement based. You don't press a single button. We've got really great physics in the game, and that's another key component of any sports VR game. Because if you read some of the one-star reviews, if they're complaining about the physics, you don't get that realism that you can achieve using virtual reality. And it's inclusive. And we've developed an algorithm where we take your measurements in a virtual locker room, and that programs the adaptive AI of the avatar you compete against. So it works like a golf handicap. So it's great for really young kids to play competitively as old as 91. We've had someone play our game. And then I'm also going to sign male and female college players, as well as NBA legends like Chris Mullen, who's one of our advisors, and some WNBA legends to be avatars of the game that you can compete against, and then eventually develop one-on-one, two-on-two games. So if you want to play your trailer. And here's a little trailer.
It's coming. Shouldn't do it right now.
We have a custom rap song that goes along.
It's like
That's But you can go to the website if you want to listen to the song. It's pretty cool. And here's the virtual locker room that you begin in. And we designed it so we can do brand partnerships later on and feature merchandise in there. And that's the core. And we did a test market with the Cleveland Cavaliers of their G League home games, and we won G League Partnership Activation of the Year award. And the Cavs had us do their playoff games, and they were a great partner to work with. And we did surveys with all the fans, and they really liked it. And then I contacted the one top college player to do our mocap for us. How does it now? So yeah, we're starting it, and that was at the basketball court in the sky here in downtown Chicago. We did an activation there as well. And it's got the adaptive difficulties. If you start to get better in the game, the avatar is gonna pick it up. And and that's also could charge. We had some pro players play it. Draymond Green played it. He tried to like chase down the avatar. And some other, a few other NBA players that went to Michigan State. That's how we got our entry point into NBA players. So, and then Chris Mullen and his buddies play too, Mitch Richmond and Tim Hardaway. So, sorry, that's good. All right, and the last slide. Um, next slide. Okay. So anyway, with the future of gaming, like I really believe like VR and the immersive technology, even with mixed reality, is really a great space for the future of gaming because for decades it's been flat screen with controllers. And even a lot of the games, even in VR, they just ported over flat screen games and made them arcade light, still controller based. But I think there's such a great opportunity to take advantage of the unique aspects of immersive tech, like full motion, the tracking's getting better. There's so much more creativity with AI getting better. With the generative AI, we can put that into like a coach in our game or other NPCs that we would feature. So I think there's a lot of creativity and other people can get into the space and like dream up your own experience or game. So thank you.
Are you like to go innovate? See, no, you don't get to go away yet.
Oh.
So now we have to ask you some questions before you get to go. And the first one I'll ask really quickly is,
Yeah.
okay. So you created a basketball game that's built around essentially real motion.
Right.
And so what would you say is the advantage of using natural movement instead of like button press for gameplay?
Because it really simulates the real game and gives people an opportunity to play ball and play basketball, real basketball, instead of trying to figure out. There's a lot of VR basketball games right now, but they're all controller based. So you have to figure out the exact combination of buttons to push to like shoot the ball or pass the ball, where ours is all natural based.
Okay, so following up on that, then how do you balance, I'll say, realism and fun when you're simulating a sport like basketball?
Because the adaptive AI, we're not gonna it makes it competitive for all ages and skill levels.
Awesome. One more question for you real quick. So there's a lot of talk about VR being isolating. Your game seems to be a little bit more kind of like social and active, and it seems like everyone's doing it from an audience, I'll guess, with. So, I'll guess, what role does sort of shared play have in getting more people interested in this, in immersive technology too?
Yeah, with shared play, like right now it's just one against an avatar, but we are going to do multiplayer to get on, so you can play against a friend or someone else, or and so it becomes much more social that way.
Are you finding that people who are kind of like watching each other play or getting competitive with each other just on scoreboard and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even at the Cavs, they gave us tickets to their hockey team for tickets for the high score of the night. And we had kids coming back and back trying to compete just for the high score of the night. And even this 12-year-old girl that was dead set on beating all the boys. And she was like super shy, but her mom said she's never had played that competitively before in her life. So it's really the embodiment of VR that also lets you lose like all your surroundings and just be that person.